All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Flowering Fashionista. I am your host. Normally, as I would say, Dr. Kathleen Walls, but when it comes to the Flowering Fashionista, I just say Kathleen Walls because I'm like, the doctor is off duty. All right. So,
Doctor off duty. I like that.
right. The doctor's not there. Now, for some reason, I am hearing an echo of myself. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now I found my echo. It's gone. We're ready to roll.
Okay.
So I'm super excited to have my guest here tonight. This is Reem, everybody. So please say hello in the chat. We got people saying hello, ladies. I had the pleasure of meeting Reem on December 1st, and I will always know it was December 1st because it was my husband's birthday.
Yes.
So, and God bless him for saying, okay, we can go to Sephora on his birthday. And we were in Manhattan on Fifth Street, and I was looking for that extra pop because I had a fashion show the next day to go to, and I needed a red that would stay on my lips and not be on my teeth. And here came Reem with her cape, and she showed up.
Right place, right time.
Definitely, because there were all types of people, but there was Reem, and it was just like, I need help. And oh, I got to sneeze. Okay, excuse me. And there she came. And so once we started talking, and you were so helpful, so friendly, so personable, you took your time with me. And Edmund turned and he was like, we got to get her on the show. Like,
You guys are so sweet, honestly. You made me feel like so personable and stuff because I was so comfortable with you guys. You guys are so fun and open and relaxed, Not everyone like that.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. And so here she is. And so, and anybody who's ever been on my show before, and those who are new, get your pen and your paper ready. All right. Even I have mine ready because whenever I have conversations with people, there is so much learning to be had. And I am what I consider myself a conversational teacher. All right. And I'm a conversational learner. I'm always picking up pieces. And like I said, just in the time that Reem and I spent together in the store, I learned so much and I want to share it with my larger audience. So I refer to you as a makeup consultant in my write up, but you are an account manager for
Right.
Cody. So let's start to teach people about what this even means. So, first, let's just tell the people a little bit about yourself.
So a little bit about me. I'm actually kind of new in the beauty industry. I mean, I've always loved beauty and fashion ever since I was younger. Always looked up to my mom, like while she did her makeup. Loved watching YouTube. I've honestly learned a lot of what I know from YouTube and watching those fashion videos, makeup videos. But I've worked in real estate and sales before all of this. And I just started feeling like, I don't know, I felt like I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. And I always had this passion for beauty. So I decided to I did a complete career shift in August, and I walked into a Sephora one day and I was like, what do I need to do to work for you guys or work corporate? I was looking for a corporate job.
Okay.
And they told me to kind of start from the bottom up. So I started off in Sephora in Jersey City, and then now I worked my way up to working as an account coordinator for Cody. Which is super cool and fun, and I'm so thankful for that. But
just tell people what Cody is, because a lot of people don't know.
Cody is the mother company for several luxury brands, right? So we have Gucci, we have Marc Jacobs, we have Chloe, and we have Gucci, Marc Jacobs, Chloe, and I'm missing one. Which one?
Was it Burberry?
Burberry, yeah, Burberry. There's a bunch of other brands, but those are the main ones that we tend to focus on, whether it be makeup. Our makeup is Gucci makeup, and then we have other brands as well, like Kylie, that is only.
Oh, really?
Yeah, only in Sephora, only in Ulta though, because we do Sephora and Ulta as well. But our main focus, I would say, is Gucci beauty too, and Gucci makeup, and the rest would be like fragrance as well. So I work in fragrance too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now an account coordinator, excuse me. What does that actually mean?
So we have doors. So me and my boss, who's an account executive, we have several doors in New York City, and what we do is make sure everything is running smoothly in all of those locations. And we pop in. Like when you saw me that day, I was just popping in on Fifth Avenue, supporting the team that we have. We support events. We do pop-up events. So special events, we'll give out gifts with purchases or try to promote sales and push sales as much as possible. So that's basically our main role. We're not in a single spot. We're always moving around. We're going to upstate New York. We're like driving hours away to different locations.
Wow.
Yeah, to make sure that things are running smoothly in that location and to promote those sales and make sure those events are, happening. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's incredible. Well, let me just put up here real quick. Hopefully you can see it. My husband says, "Greetings, Reem. Thank you for doing a great job on my wife's face."
You're welcome. Anytime.
All right. So are you responsible for a certain region or are you national? How does your position work?
Most of New York, we are responsible for, yes. And I have a couple doors. I have three doors in New Jersey right now, which is kind of cool too. So, yeah.
All right. So you walk into Sephora, you say, "Okay, look, I'm going into this beauty industry." When you step in there and they say, "Sure, start from the ground up," just go ahead.
No, I asked them, I told them that I wanted to work corporate, to be completely honest with you. I was looking for a desk job in beauty, whether it's marketing or design or something like that. And that hasn't happened yet. Who knows? It might happen in the future, but all that they could offer me was a beauty advisor part-time job. Okay. So that's where I started, and it was a lot of fun, honestly. I jumped right into it. It was a lot of face-to-face with a lot of clients, a lot of like what I was doing on you, testing out products, showing people how to use certain makeup products. So I did that for a month, and someone was very impressed and then asked me to come work in the city for Carolina Herrera and Paco Rabanne, which are fragrance brands. And then from that job, I got this one. So I started working in fragrance for a little bit too, and then got noticed again. I feel like in this industry, if you work hard, people are always watching you in those stores, and when they see your energy and like how you work, that's what really helps. And that's kind of like, that's what got me where I am today, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. Right. You never know, because when we walked in that day, first of all, I had no idea that you did not work there.
Yeah.
You were so attentive. As soon as we asked, there was an inkling where I was like, I'm not sure if she works here or not, because it was Edmund that was like, "Do you work here?"
Yeah.
And then you were just like, you kind of said yes and no at the same time, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Because you saw me as someone who needed assistance, and you just took me straight to what I needed.
Yeah.
And kept working with me until I was finally satisfied.
That's usually the case, because, account coordinators were usually dressed in like just all black to kind of blend in with the staff, but we don't have tags on. We don't have anything like that on. So people always come up to me and they're like, "Do you work here?" I'm like, "No, I'm a vendor. I'm doing a pop-up today, but sure. What do you want?" And I kind of help them anyway. And they're like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." I try to help them to my best ability. And then that day, what you were looking for worked out perfectly, because you were looking for a lift. So we have plenty of that. So I was like, definitely help you find what you're looking for.
So let's talk a little bit about, so you talked about Coty and you said that's a luxury brand. So let's talk about the different levels of makeup. All right, y'all, get your pen and papers ready, because you're about to drop some knowledge. I'm telling you. So let's talk about the different levels.
So I just feel like, there's luxury, and then there's standard, and then there's drugstore, I would say, from my knowledge. I grew up using all sorts of beauty products. So it doesn't mean that one type of beauty product or one kind of category is better than the other. It doesn't mean that luxury makeup is better than drugstore makeup or vice versa, whatever. But there are several types, like I said. So there's drugstore, and there's like the in-between, I would say, and then there's the luxury. Different price points, of course, for all of them. But you can find what you find in luxury, you can definitely find in drugstore. Maybe the quality, of course, may differ, but you can always end up with a very similar result. So you don't always have to buy something that's high end or at a higher price point just to get a look that you want. You could always try and do that with drugstore products too, and it still works.
Yeah. What would you say is the difference? I mean, obviously it's the the material, the ingredients
All of that.
makes, yeah,
It would be that, yeah. And the packaging, even something as simple as packaging too, makes a huge difference. Like
it's real.
lipsticks, they're beautiful.
Oh my goodness
The
gracious.
packaging is so pretty. I
Yeah.
have one too. You want to show yours, Chris? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you have like, look at that too. Look at the detail.
Yeah. It's gorgeous.
And then you have like the word Gucci on the, well, mine's rubbed in because I already used it, but like
Mm-hmm.
that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
costs more.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I said, yours is so pretty.
It's so pretty.
I know.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you can find something super similar at a drugstore.
Yeah.
Fine. Drugstore brand, whether it be like NYX or
Mm-hmm.
or Maybelline,
Mm-hmm.
all of that works too.
Now, currently, as soon as you came on when we were behind off studio, I was like, oh my God, that color is
Yeah,
absolutely gorgeous.
yeah.
Now, is that a lipstick? Is that a gloss? Or is that a matte? And what's the difference between the three?
It's a lipstick, and it's called Grand Hotel, and it's a Gucci lipstick, and it's one of our designs, if I'm not mistaken. I would say a matte is highly, highly pigmented and does not move and stays on. Looks very dry, doesn't have a shine to it or any sheen or anything like that. Whereas a lip gloss is super sticky, glossy, shiny, gives you that glow and won't stay on as long, and you do need to reapply. And I would say a stain is applied to your lips and then stains your lips, right? It's pigmented, it stays on, it's not transferable. So but a stain isn't. So it'll give you like a soft kind of tint to your lips, which is also very nice. I love stains. Yeah, and you can use those all together, right? Like you can pair all three. You could put a stain on and then top it off with a gloss, or you could put a lipstick on and top it off with a gloss, or wear a matte on its own, or have something underneath a matte, or you could play around with it. That's the thing about makeup. It's so fun. You could try different things every day and see what works for you.
And I think that's such a good point, right? It's a matter of playing and recognizing. It's funny. I asked my Edmund and I, we have a spiritual granddaughter, and one day she was saying that she needed to get home so that because her and her friends were having a makeup party virtually. And so at this point, I guess she was about 9. And I said, well, what is makeup to you, right? Because I'm checking self-value and self-worth. And are you trying to cover up or change your face? My psychology part is kicking in.
Yeah.
And so I said to her, I said, what is it? She goes, it's face paint.
It is. It's true. That's exactly what it is.
That's it. And I said, okay, baby, go have fun. Like,
no, but it's good that you checked in, because in this day and age with social media and these kids are being influenced by everything. It's good to check in and make sure that makeup is being used for a good purpose and not to, or even if it is to hide or conceal, whether you're having skin discolor. Like some people do want to hide and conceal some things, and that's also okay, as long as it's also like in a healthy way too.
Yeah. Definitely. We have a message here for you from Matthew. He says, this is awesome. Thanks for the info, Reem.
That's my boyfriend.
I had a feeling. Hello, Matthew. Thank you for the support of her.
I know.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So, and let's talk about that makeup use. And as I was saying to you earlier, I said, as I had to stop and think about for me with makeup. So, growing up, and this is partly why I started the Flowering Fashionista, I had a moment where I was thinking, what's my relationship with fashion? What's my relationship with makeup? And so I went to Catholic school. So I wore a uniform from first grade to 12th grade. So not a lot of fashion there. Right. And I played sports. So that was basically sweatsuits, not a lot of fashion there. And then went into professional life. And so it was very, I'm going to say rigid to a point, and not a lot of fun and play when it came to it. And going to Catholic school, we were not allowed to wear makeup at all.
Wow.
And we had to wear these earrings would be too big.
Yeah.
So we weren't allowed to do that. And it was just like, okay, where's the play come in? And my spiritual daughters and my mentees, they're all like, okay, Dr. Walls, like, come on, like, where's this fun side, where's this female side? And I always said I was going to go hang out with some drag queens so
Yeah.
they could just totally have like I'm gonna go all the way over, and I would watch like RuPaul's Drag Race and all of that, and I'd be like, they look like they are having so much fun,
Yeah.
right? They're experimenting with color and contour and so
Oh,
forth.
it's expression, right? It's like art. Like it is art,
It
honestly.
is,
I think that's the
yeah.
best part about it, like you said, that to dive right in and express yourself at the end of the
Mhm.
day. That's what it is.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
And I love that, and that's it. So I was going to ask you, for you, what is fashion for you? What does it mean?
Fashion, that's a good question. What does it mean? I think for me, um, it means a lot of things, really. Like it means identity, it means personality, it means
Mhm.
how I'm feeling that day. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
fashion has always been there for me to express myself in
Mhm.
a way, like in a visual way, where I don't
Mhm.
have to open my mouth or say anything, but you can see by
Mhm.
what I'm wearing, how I'm feeling that day, or what
Mhm.
colors I like, or what styles I'm into, if I like
Mhm.
wearing heels, if I don't like wearing heels,
Mhm.
if I'm not, like you can do so much with fashion.
Mhm.
That's really what I like about it. I've always been into it. My mom is like her own fashionista, or used to be. Now she's a little bit older. But when I was like 10 or 11, I always would be like mesmerized by her outfit.
Oh.
She would wear so much color. And I
Mhm.
love that, like she loves color.
Mhm.
Um, and I didn't realize that till recently too, is that color is so much fun. So much fun.
Mhm.
Because I did have
Mhm.
a period in my life where I wore only black.
Mhm.
And then I started diving into fashion through colors. I think colors can
Okay.
it too. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's such a good point. And you know what's funny? So, being a doctor of clinical psychology, my thing was I always wanted people to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So, I never wanted to wear a lot of anything on my face because I didn't want someone to be distracted. I
Right.
didn't want to wear something, and I worked a lot with children.
Yeah.
I never wanted them to feel like they couldn't touch me, hug me, approach me.
Right.
So I was always mindful of what I was wearing to give that I'm open, I'm not
Yeah.
hiding,
Yeah.
right, behind anything.
Yeah.
And so then you get caught in patterns and habits. And so then it became a matter like it was just like, I really do like colors. But then you go look in the closet and I have all these neutrals,
Yeah.
right?
The safe colors.
Yes,
That's what I like
yes.
to call them. Yeah.
And it's like, come on, we got to do something. So then I had a friend who started selling different um, lipsticks and mattes and so forth. And here I go. You send them to me, I'll wear them. And I mean, you've seen it. I don't care. Like, I'll put it on and go.
Yeah.
She sent me blue. I think I might have the blue over here. I have
All the
blue.
colors.
I'll do pink. I'll do
Nice.
I
That's so
will.
beautiful. That shade of
Isn't
blue.
that nice?
Yeah.
And then I started taking this and mixing it with
Oh my God, I love that color. That screams like the fall, the winter. Like I love that
mhm.
color.
This
So
one is called My World. And
nice.
it's a gorgeous
Is it a
color.
matte lip? It's a
It
matte lip.
is an 18-hour matte.
Nice.
So
Beautiful.
I would take these and blend them and then end up with an ombre, and what I love when you blend it, you always end up with something different.
Yeah.
And it was just like I'll wear it. And I know sometimes my spiritual daughter is like, oh my God, she will put anything on. Like,
Why not? Right? Like experiment. That's the best part.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think that's it. So encouraging people to experiment. So y'all put it on, try it, see how it makes you feel. As you were saying, right? It's about expression. And what is it what do you want to convey
Yeah.
to people?
Exactly.
What do you want to convey? So, what else about makeup for you? What is it that you like about it? Why do you enjoy it so much?
I love makeup so much, and I always have, because it gives me, I don't know, it's just like I feel, first of all, I feel so confident with or without makeup, right? I am beautiful and I
So
look at my
important.
face with or without it. But
Mm-hmm.
something about putting on a lip like this or like a crazy eyeliner that will make my day as crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can be having the worst day ever. And when I put on like a blue mascara, it's just like, I just feel 10 times better. It makes me feel good. And I think it's a lot of that really. It's a feel
Mm-hmm.
good kind of thing for me. It always
Mm-hmm.
has been. I mean, when I first started wearing makeup, I would sneak into my mom's. She had a Laura Mercier foundation that would dry and a Dior foundation. And I would just put foundation on for no reason. I was like 12 or 13.
Right.
I liked it. I wanted to try it out. And I would wear it to school and she'd be like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? But she let me do whatever I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I started out wearing makeup so young, but I just wanted to test it out and I had the ability to.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
started diving deeper and deeper, and those videos meant everything to me. I would come
Mm-hmm.
from school and put on my favorite YouTubers and just watch them do a full face, a full beat, and learn
Right.
and do it on
Right.
myself, and then wash it off
Mm-hmm.
and go to bed because I was too young to be going out with like a full eyeshadow or
Right.
go
Right.
to school with it on and get in trouble for it. You know what
Right.
I mean? But that's where it all kind of started, and it just, it kept growing from there. And I'm happy that it's now something that I do every day. It wasn't a couple months ago. And now it's
Mm-hmm.
become something that I get to share with other people and teach. Like someone
That's
like you, I
amazing.
met in the middle of a Sephora and we bonded over a
Yeah.
lipstick.
Yeah.
The connection. And it happens to me every single day. And I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So good.
It
So
connects
good.
people. It really does. And it connects women and everyone. And then you get compliments on it and it opens conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Someone ask me, what's that like, what's that blush you have on her? And it strikes up everything. And I love
Mm-hmm.
that conversation, friendships, connection, all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so glad that you said that because you're absolutely right. It is a connector.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people are looking for points of connection and ways and opening,
Yeah.
right, to speak to somebody. And it does provide that.
Yeah.
The other thing that I'm thinking about is as when we met and we ended up looking at a mascara.
Yes.
Different types of mascara. We're going to talk about mascara. We're going to talk about brows. So, mascara. What are the different types of mascara and the different types of brushes? Because I remember you told that you were like, this is the brush. Are
Yeah.
you okay with this brush?
Yes. So there's lengthening and volumizing, right? Those are the two types of standard, like typical mascaras that you will find. Now, a lengthening brush is, I'm pretty sure the one that you got, which is the Gucci one, is
Mm-hmm.
to lengthen the lashes while giving a little bit of volume, but the focus is not really volume. It's more of like making your eyes look longer. I mean, sorry, your lashes look longer. That one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas a volumizing, you see those bristles are going to be much thicker,
Mm-hmm.
much chunkier as well. I don't have any out right now. I should have grabbed some.
Yeah, I don't think.
And what I'm really into, and I think you should try and would love,
Yes.
I think beats all mascaras. I mean, the Gucci one is amazing. You all should get it, of
Yes.
course. Fabulous. And it's very, very bougie and fun. And
Yes.
does make your lashes look good, but I do love a good old tubing mascara. Now, what that does is it is like a rubber kind of mascara, and it's
Mm-hmm.
new to the market. And now, lots of brands are diving into using or making tubing mascaras. And the thing about them is, I have it on right now. It does not budge, and it washes off like rubber. It falls right off your lashes, so it doesn't smear. It's like a synthetic kind of rubber, and what it
Okay.
does, it's like a tube. It tubes your eyelashes. It goes around. Yeah. So when you put it on, it coats. It looks like a
Oh,
mascara. You
really?
wash it off. It's like this jelly kind of consistency, and I love it because the removal is so easy. So I
Mm-hmm.
think everyone should try that for sure. Absolutely, tubing mascara. Any brand works.
I was
I,
going to ask you what brands are good.
I know Tower 28 just came out with one.
Okay.
And I also have on a natural one that's called Changeletics, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
And it's the tubing mascara. A lot of brands have them though. You can find them at drugstore. Now
Okay.
they're starting to be more popular. They're new, so it's like a new way, a new mascara, and I love it. Yeah.
I sure enough will try that. I had recently gotten this one. I don't know if you can.
Yes, the Bad Gal from Benefit.
Yeah.
That's a good one. They have that one in brown too, which is something that I've recently been loving.
Mm-hmm.
I think for brown eyes. You both have
Uh-huh.
brown eyes. Makes your brown eyes pop. Whereas black
Mm-hmm.
can be a little bit like harsh in the daytime or too much. Put on some brown mascara and you will get so many compliments. I get so many compliments on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So you heard of brown. You also heard tubing mascara. So I'm definitely going to be checking that out next time. Well, I
Yes.
won't even say next time I'm out. I'll be Googling it later on. So
Yeah, it's so interesting. It's so fun.
that is neat. Yeah, you know what's funny? Going around the store, packaging makes a difference.
Totally.
Because when I saw this, I was like, I just feel like it should do something.
Yeah. That's marketing for you and design to reel people in to buy all these products.
Yes,
The
yes.
bright colors and the fun packaging is what gets most people.
And you know what? And it, to the point. So the Gucci products, they feel good.
Yeah.
You know, they are so smooth and slick. It
Yeah.
just feels good to the touch.
Yeah.
And then actually putting them on, the hydrating that takes place. And that was one of the things that you had told me. You were like, all right, I want you to try this. It hydrates, it lasts, it looks, it's got the color, it stands out. And I could feel the luxury of the product
Exactly.
instantly.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love Gucci makeup. I think it's great. Other than being so luxurious, packaging is amazing. The quality of the products is also good. Their blushes are amazing. I have their blush on right now in True Pink. I love
Hmm.
it. I wear it almost every day. It's like a bright pink.
Hmm.
It adds so much glow to the face. Their foundations are nice. Their concealers are nice. So
Hmm.
serums are good. They have so many great products and so
Okay.
many lipsticks.
Yeah, I was amazed. First of all, I didn't even know that they had. So you taught me that just walking in the store, and you were like, "Yeah, here's some Gucci," and I was like, "Wait a minute, Gucci has makeup?" Like I missed that
A lot of
part.
people don't know that.
So, and they don't do. It's not something that you see on TV. So where? How long has Gucci been doing makeup?
Gucci's been around for quite a while. I think the advertising is a little bit different, right? So you don't see their
Mhm.
advertising really anywhere, which is kind of the thing about luxury niche products, right? They're not advertised to just anyone. You either know about it or you don't, kind of thing. Or you
Mhm.
find out about it when you walk into the store and see it. But it's been around for ages, very long time.
Wow.
Um, it's not advertised like these other
Mhm.
brands are advertising themselves.
Mhm.
Gucci thinks that they don't have to kind of be so in your face because
Yes.
they're Gucci, of course, right?
Yes. Yes.
But and that's I feel like most luxurious brands are like that. Their
Mhm.
advertising is very low key, very nonchalant, not in your face. So
Yeah. I
mhm.
know with my sneakers, a pair of running sneakers that I used to wear all that for years, were called Brooks.
Yeah,
And I remember the guy in the store told me, I said, I've never heard of these. And he said, you get about 200 miles out of them. And I was like, perfect. And I said, why have I never heard about them? And he said, because the money goes into the material, not into the marketing.
yeah,
And I was like, oh.
that too. That too. The quality of the material.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's it. All right, people. So I know y'all are writing things down. If you have any questions, you can put them in the chat. We will answer as many as we can. I know one of the questions that I'm getting, people hit me offline as well. YouTubers, any YouTubers that you recommend that people
Yes,
go? Okay.
absolutely. I love Fashion Filth. She's
Okay.
based out of London. Most of them are British now that I think about it. Fashion Filth on YouTube. She's amazing. I followed her since before she had a kid, and now she has like two or something.
Okay.
Yeah, so for years. Fashion Filth is one of them. Beauty
Hmm.
Crush is another. I
Beauty
love,
Crush.
yeah,
Okay.
Beauty Crush. She's beautiful. You would love her.
Okay. I'll check her out.
Who else? Those are my two top famous ones. I love Bramty as well.
Hmm.
Amty. She's more of a family thing, but she loves fashion, beauty, wellness, all of it. She dives into it all. But you can see her like get ready videos. I love watching her doing her makeup. I learn things, like she'll say, "Oh, well, I mixed this serum with it, and I'll go and try it."
Hmm.
Be amazing. So you learn from these videos. I learned so much. But
Hmm.
those are my top three ones, I would say.
Okay. Okay. And as far as like makeup removal, recommendations, be it products or just even process.
Yeah. So for me, I love anything oil based to get my
Mhm.
makeup off because it melts everything off, right?
Mm.
So an oil based balm, Clinique has an amazing one that melts. It's called Take the Day Off.
Mhm.
Takes the
Mhm.
day off. It takes everything off. I would say as for steps, doing an oil based cleanser first to melt everything off. And so on a dry face, you could take your oil based cleanser and kind of work it in so everything kind of starts to slip around, everything loosens,
Mhm.
and then you can take a cloth or like a towel. I usually use like a warm towel under some hot or warm water
Mhm.
out, and then just take it off, like apply it to your face and remove all the makeup, and then you can go in with the regular cleanser, right? Because
Mhm.
you should double or triple cleanse sometimes. If you're wearing sunscreen, foundation, concealer, and then powder on top of all those things, that's layers that you're adding on.
Mhm.
You don't want to have that sit in your skin all day and overnight if you're not washing it off
Yeah.
well. So
Yeah.
that can lead to acne, which I've kind of struggled with too, and hyperpigmentation and like nasty
Mhm.
things that you don't want on your face. So I would just say make sure your cleansing is not just one time. If you're using all these products, make sure you're double or triple cleansing sometimes.
Mhm. That's so important. And I know we went backwards first. I asked you about taking off the layers. Recommendations for the setup. I was talking with someone the other day and they were saying how they usually put a lip balm on before they put
Yes.
their matte on. So recommendations on the buildup.
Yeah, totally. Washing your face, right? Prepping and doing skincare is so important because you need that glow on the bottom first, on that first layer.
Hmm.
Using hydrating products is very important. So I love hyaluronic acid. That's not really a prep because you kind of have to do it every day for it to show, but it's
Hmm.
skincare. I love the anything like dewy. So any dewy primer, any brand really. I don't have a specific one. There's the niacinamide drops that are great.
Hmm.
That have like they're a dewy primer. So primer is very after you wash your face and moisturize with whatever moisturize you want. I don't want you to go get a fancy one. You don't need it. You can use
Hmm.
anything. Primer is so important because it'll make sure that the makeup sits on and goes on smoothly to the face. So it's not going directly on that moisturizer. It has like a base
Hmm.
to sit on top of.
Hmm.
The Gucci serum primer is also really nice too. There's a hydrating one and there's a mattifying one. So
Hmm.
it depends on what kind of look you want. Personally, I like dewy. I don't like matte. I don't like matte anything, not even lipsticks. I'm against matte. I don't know why, but I just not for me. I don't like the way matte feels on my lips. No matter what I do, I've tried everything. It doesn't work for me.
Now
Um,
I have to tell you the Gucci because I got the matte
yeah,
right for
yeah,
25.
yeah.
It is moisturizing.
It is. It is. It is. I agree. Just
It
me.
I was
It's me. I don't know. Maybe it's the way it feels for me.
it's the texture part for
Yeah,
you. So if people
yeah.
are wondering, there's my 25.
Beautiful shade of red.
Yeah.
Classic.
And that's exactly classic red.
Yeah.
It goes whether I want to dress up or dress down. It literally goes with everything.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. But it did. And that's what I had texted you as soon. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, it feels good.
I know.
And all day it just lasted. And even as it like over time faded, it was still hanging out with me throughout the day. It was still
Still looks
looking good.
good, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But all right, so go ahead. So we start with making sure we're moisturized.
Yeah, making sure you're moisturized and then prepping with any primer. Milk has a really good the brand Milk has a good
Mhm.
hydro grip primer too. I'm trying to think of certain brands, but literally any brand will work. You just have to find the one that works for you and your
Mhm.
skin. And starting off with
And your budget.
then your budget, exactly.
Mhm.
Um, and then just work your way into your foundation. I mean, I like to use a beauty blender sponge. Some people like to use brushes. Some people use their
Mhm.
fingers. Sometimes if
Mhm.
I'm in a hurry, I use my fingers because the warmth of your fingers will help blend in the makeup. So
Mm.
just
Mhm.
go in with your favorite foundation. I love NARS Sheer Glow
Yeah.
foundation. I love the Gucci foundation, of course, is amazing.
Mhm.
Um, Laura Mercier as well. There's a lot of great ones. The Giorgio Armani foundation,
Mhm.
Luminous is nice too. And picking your shade is what matters the most. I would say go into your local Sephora or Ulta, or if you're good at matching. Some people struggle with finding the correct shade. Go into your local, you know, Sephora or Ulta, and they'll help you find your shade.
Mm-hmm.
That matters the most because you don't want to be walking around with foundation that does not match your neck or doesn't match your, it just doesn't look right.
Thank you.
That's the
Not at
most
all.
important step, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that I will say I do appreciate about Sephora. Now, I haven't spent a lot of time in Ulta, so I can't speak to it.
Yeah.
But the fact that people will take their time with you to identify the shade that works well with you, or the shades rather that work well with you.
Yeah.
So, be it a foundation or anything.
Yeah.
And sometimes, it's a point of discovery for them as well, because I know sometimes they'll say to me like, "Oh, try this," and I'll go, "I want something a little bit darker," and then they'll put it on. They're like, "Ooh, I wasn't expecting that to come out like that."
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. I like to give the clients an option, so I'll show them like a shade that's a little bit lighter because some people, I look my shade or darker sometimes. I like that bronze glow, and then in the summertime I get super duper dark. But I like to
Hmm.
give the client options. Some people like to look like a brighter, lighter shade in their face because
Hmm.
darkness that they want to, whether it be around the mouth or wherever they have hyperpigmentation. And some people like to look a little bit warmer and glowier and bronzier
Hmm.
in the face. So
Hmm.
everyone's different, really. But as
Yeah.
long as we have that right shade, I feel like that's like really important.
Hmm. Hmm. So they get their foundation, and now there's so many things. Like, what do I have over here?
Like a tinted moisturizer.
Girl, act like you've been in my room.
I love tinted moisturizers.
Yes, talk
Yes,
about them.
yes, they're amazing. They're an alternative to wearing foundation every day and having that heavy. For me, that full coverage is best for like. So people wear it every day, right? People I
Mhm,
work with will go into work with a full face, beat,
mhm,
full foundation, everything. I'm not really that type of girl. Like I like a tinted moisturizer, right? Because it's moisturizer and foundation kind of mixed together. It's
mhm,
lighter on the skin. It's
mhm.
not as if you're acne prone. It's not going to cause any irritation. Lighter formula.
Yes,
It's dewier. Some are
yes,
dewier, some are matte. It's easier to apply. It's not so thick. You put it on with your fingers because it's like a moisturizer. It's
yes,
amazing.
yes.
Favorite brands like It Cosmetics has a really really good one.
Okay.
Laura Mercier has a great. I love Laura Mercier. Laura Mercier, yeah, that's someone I have too. That one's great. Their tinted
Isn't this
moisturizer is so good.
fantastic?
Yeah, I
And
wear.
it has the FPF
Yeah,
sunscreen in it, and being in front, and I was adverse to it at first. And then my spiritual daughter, she was like, "But you're sitting in front of a screen
yeah,
for 8 to 12 hours a day. You
yeah.
need to make sure you're protecting your skin." And I was like, "You're absolutely right."
Also, no, absolutely, I agree. You don't really realize the exposure you're getting, even if you're indoors and you're in front of the
Hmm.
screens with the blue light.
Yep.
Now, the
Yep.
brand Ilia, Ilia,
Okay.
has a spray that's a blue light spray that's also a finishing
Really?
spray that I use. I use it as a setting spray every day,
Mhm.
but I say, you know what? It also will help with blue light exposure because I'm always on my phone or on a laptop looking. So
Mhm.
that spray I feel like protects from those blue lights too, from the screen.
Wow.
Mhm.
Thank you. I told y'all. Oh, y'all got your pen and piece of paper. I know that replay is going to be going back. The replay and the share is going out.
Yeah, of
Okay. Wow. I did not know that. Thank you.
course.
Okay. And you said that's ILIA?
Yeah, Ilia.
Mhm.
They're a
Okay.
clean brand.
Mhm.
So at Sephora, if you walk around a Sephora, brands will have a green check mark on them, and that means they're clean, right? They're
Mhm.
cruelty free. Their ingredients are clean. Ilia is one of them. They have a
Okay.
lot of great things, a lot of great blushes too. But that spray I feel like is good to have, really, and just use.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I will say, as far as foundation and things like that, I was always makeup averse. One, because I have sensitive skin, so I have to be mindful of what goes on it. But two, like you're saying, as far as texture, when the original foundation, like I said, I'm going back fashion fair days, Bobby Brown, that type of stuff, it would feel so heavy.
Yeah.
And it was like I would be trying to smile and I felt like my mouth was going. like
Yeah.
this. And
Yeah.
I'm like, get this stuff off of me. And then even, coming forward into the 90s and 2000s and so forth, and people would, put it on and it just felt so uncomfortable. So
The consistency was thicker. It's like paste almost.
yes,
Yeah.
it was. And then I know when Bare Minerals came out, then there was like it was more of that powder, right? It was lighter. And I was like, maybe you might have me. But I will say, when I got this,
Yeah.
it was a game changer because I still felt like me. I still felt like my skin. I didn't feel like it was caked on.
Oh,
Like,
it's your
so
skin but better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely good. And like I said, and the benefits of the SPF and all of that, it was like,
Yeah.
okay,
Layer on a sunscreen underneath. It's all in one.
exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. So now, all right, so we get that one, we take care of that. Then I think it really becomes up to the person whether or not they want to do what's the word? The word illusion is coming to my mind, but that's not
Contour or bronzer.
contour. Thank you.
What I like to do afterwards is like after I have a tinted on or foundation, whatever your preference is, I do like to go in with like a concealer to hide because I do have like some dark circles, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it on the points that I really want to conceal or maybe around my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that with concealer, and I go maybe a shade lighter or sometimes the same shade as my skin. For
Mm-hmm.
concealer, I love the NARS Creamy Concealer. Great
Mm-hmm.
concealer. I also love drugstore Revlon concealer.
Mm.
That one's really good as well.
Okay.
After concealing is when I get into the bronzing, contouring. I don't contour often, or maybe I do, but not intensely on a daily basis. But I do
Mm-hmm.
go in with bronzer on the to just kind of define. Like right here, you can kind of see it. I have it on.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that great, but I'll go here and I'll go and like here. Like I'll do a
Mhm.
3 on my face
Mm.
to
Mm.
those points. That's where I bronze or contour, right? So it's
Oh,
like,
wow.
yeah. And I like the Fenty. Love Fenty.
Mhm.
Rihanna knows what she's doing with
Yes,
Fenty.
she does.
The Fenty bronzer and Island Gal. That's a shade. That's my shade.
Mhm.
Um, and then, I just bronze it up. I love bronzer. And then I'll go in with my blush afterwards, mascara, and I'm done. I do very simple, like, makeup. I don't like I'll do a beat every now and then, but I love like everyday simple makeup. I think it's
Mhm.
so like your skin but better.
Mhm.
Natural
Mhm.
glow is so I love that. I think
Yeah.
yeah. It's like elegant and pretty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And now, how long would you say it takes for you to do a day? Look, I'm gonna ask you, and then if Matthew is still on, I'm gonna ask him and
Okay.
see.
He's gonna tell you I take 2 hours.
Right.
So annoyed with me because I do take a long time to get ready. But my face, like makeup is like the time you put into it because you can do all of that in 10 minutes if you want to.
Mhm.
Because I have. When I wake
Mhm.
up late for work and I got to do it, I do
Mhm.
it. But when
Mhm.
you take your time, it comes out so much nicer. It's like when I
Mhm.
take my time, I get they're like, wow, you look really good today. Or your eyeshadow is so nice.
Mhm.
Like for Thanksgiving dinner, I did my makeup a little different
Yes.
and I took like 45 to an hour on it, my full
Mhm.
face. And I got like my boyfriend's mom, his aunt, they were like, oh my God, like your makeup is so pretty. And I took like 30, like maybe like 20 minutes on just my eyes. So I did
Wow.
like a shadow. It wasn't crazy. I just took like paid attention to detail, used a lot of
Mhm.
eyeliner, things that I don't usually do or don't have the time
Mhm.
for. And it makes that much of a difference. So yeah, on a regular day, I can do my makeup at 10 to 15, but when I want to look good,
Mhm.
I'll take 45 minutes. Yeah.
And to your point, right? It's taking the time to put it on, but also, as you said earlier, making sure you take the time to take it off.
100%.
So you're not doing, as you said, sometimes just a one. Are there certain? I know you mentioned the Clinique. Was a Clinique as
Yeah.
far as take the day away, take
Yeah.
the day off?
Take the day off. Some people I know that do that. I used to do this, but supposedly it's not. I mean, if you do it, no judgment, but it's not good
Mhm.
for your skin. The makeup wipe and go to bed.
Uh huh.
we've all done it, right? After a
Mm-hmm.
night out, you're tired. I've done it where I'm in bed and I ask my boyfriend to get the wipes for me so I can just quickly and then go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll break you out. It has for me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it's not totally getting all that makeup off. So yeah, spend time, like taking care of your skin is important too. It's not just about the makeup. I think the skincare aspect of it is very important because if you don't have a clean, nice base that's healthy, hydrated, taken care of,
Mm-hmm.
your makeup will look good, but not as good as if you did take care of your skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will say nowadays the makeup is tending to treat your skin better than what it used to.
Yes.
And I mention that for my audience that's over a certain age because the care and attention that goes into makeup now, like you talked about some of the products being green
Yeah.
and so forth, they're taking the environmental factors that our skin is dealing with on a day to day into consideration.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
that pollution and stuff, I feel like. Or now most makeup, now it's like different than back in the day. Our makeup now is so bold. Not It's still bold, but it's very, if you walk into a Sephora, now what's in is that natural look. The lightweight,
Mm-hmm.
healthy makeup. That's what's trending right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
a couple of years ago, lining your eyebrows super thick and having 3 layers of foundation is what was in.
Yeah.
Now it's the light look with the freckles peeking through
Mm-hmm.
and the natural blush look. Like all of that is what's in now, which I love because it's advertising us to take better care of our skin. And
Yes.
the ingredients are different. Like Givenchy, I have their foundation, and it's 97% skincare, 3% makeup. Right? That's what they say.
Wow.
And I
Mm-hmm.
feel that way because I've tried it and I've used it, and it
Mm-hmm.
does feel light on the skin, and it doesn't irritate my skin, and it looks good on, and
Mm-hmm.
it's skincare, with a little bit of tint, and that's important.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very much so. And I'm so glad that we are now where we are because for me, like I said, I never wanted to cover anything up. I never, because in my profession, I need people to be open,
yeah,
right? And the last thing is I need for somebody to be like, you want me to be open, but you're not being open. What are you covering up over?
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And when I would go get my face done, they would want to cover my freckles. And I'm like, but I like my freckles. I want to see
Yeah,
my freckles. I like my face. I'm not trying to change anything,
absolutely.
right? It's a matter of just highlighting and giving that extra pop
Less
to
is
it.
more. Less
Yeah.
is more, as they always say. Makeup shouldn't be for like covering up, or it can be for certain people. No judgment,
Hmm.
but it should accentuate what you already have, right?
Yeah.
It should be accentuating the things that are, whether it's your jawline or your big
Hmm.
brown, beautiful eyes that you want
Hmm.
to play with, like eye makeup. So I think you just play with what you have and enhance what you already have. That's what makes it so fun and beautiful.
Yeah. So
Result.
I will say the clinical heart of me says to the audience, spend time looking in the mirror,
Yeah.
embrace what you have, find those things that you find beautiful about yourself, right? And we're enhancing those and then learn to love those pieces of yourself that you're learning to find beautiful because we have to learn this is a self-love piece, right? We have to learn to appreciate ourselves, value ourselves, and really understand the beauty that we each possess. We all look different. It's not about comparison, it is about embracing who we are individually.
100%. Absolutely. And makeup can help you sometimes embrace what you have,
Mm-hmm.
which is the best part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now let's talk about some trending colors as we're moving into the holidays.
Yeah, totally. From what I've seen, makeup wise or fashion wise,
Let's do both.
yeah, for makeup, what is really trending right now is those glazed lips, right? The shimmery glaze is what's, yeah, for the holiday season, that shine on the lips.
Mhm.
The eyes, metallic, right? The gold, the silver,
Mm,
metallic shades on the eyes. The shimmers, that's what's really,
mhm. Is
uh,
that because of Beyonce Renaissance
oh,
and all that?
anything Beyonce does, we all want to do, right? Anything. I've also seen a lot of white eyeliner or colored eyeliner, like hot pink.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Lots of colored eyeliner, but mainly white.
Huh.
Like winged. Yeah,
I
lots of,
have now that you're saying it, I have seen right the white wing, and I'm like, did
or
they not
sometimes
finish?
they'll do a wing and then drag it up and go in. Like a
Yeah.
lot of play, like they a lot of lines and designs in the
Mm-hmm.
eyes. Yeah, and lashes, the blue, the purple colored
Mm-hmm.
lashes are so in right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
everyone at work is doing, whether it's your eyelash extensions that you're getting done and putting color in,
Mm-hmm.
purple or blue, or just your regular lashes, switching up the colors.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen every single color. So colored lashes, I feel like blue and dark
Mm-hmm.
purple are really trending for right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And I know that that cream, I guess, what did we call it? Oh, this was mauve.
Yeah. Mauve is also in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
Mauve
see.
has been in since Clinique dropped their well, it didn't drop. It's Black Honey by Clinique. Looks exactly like that mauve that you have.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't just drop. It's been around for ages, but it
Okay.
just went viral last year. The Black
Wow.
Honey, yeah, by Clinique,
I'll
and
have to take a
that
look at
same
that.
shade, yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's
Mm,
been trending for a while. That mauve.
okay. I like that title. Did you ever want to be on that side, like the creation side, the naming
Yes,
side?
I would love that. That sounds so fun.
Mm,
Yeah, I would love that one day. Who knows? Maybe.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um. What else? Oh, fashion.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Oh, you know what I've seen a ton. No, like you know how it was very like pop, like you were popping if you had some high waist jeans on and a crop
Yes.
top.
Yes.
That's out the door. Now it's
Mm-hmm.
the low waist jean with the like tops or crop tops aren't really in anymore, and I have a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like now it's just the full length shirts, regular with the low
Mm-hmm.
waist, like back in
Gotcha.
the early 2000s kind of
Yep.
vibe.
I got ready to say we're back in that space.
Yeah, we're back in that again. Lots
Okay.
of one shoulder, like sleeves.
Yes.
Seen a lot of that. Like mermaid vibes, mermaid
Mm-hmm.
core, like
Mm-hmm.
iridescent pieces, iridescent
Mm-hmm.
colors, um, see-through materials. I've seen a lot too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sheerness is back. Uh,
Okay.
no more skinny jeans, of course.
No.
Even those like bottom, like those wide leg.
Yes.
Now it's more of a straight leg
Mm-hmm.
jean.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lots of crochet too. Have you seen those like
I
crochet?
have.
They're back too, like the colorful ones with
Yes.
patches.
I actually saw some crochet shoes recently.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
yeah.
remember
I
where
think
I was.
it's trending right now. Lots of
And
red too, like bright red. Lots of red, as always.
I just bought, where is it? Literally had it delivered yesterday. It's,
Is that the Maybelline?
it is.
Yeah, that's a
And
good.
this one is called Shot Caller. It's
Yeah,
the 325. And
that's a
it
good.
is
And it's
pow.
drugstore.
Say it again.
It's a drugstore brand.
It sure is.
Yeah.
It sure is. Yeah. So it was great. And it's a matte and it was now I layered it a lot in order to really make it pop, pop, pop and
Yeah.
stay throughout the day. But boy, oh boy, did it stay. It's
Yeah.
a long lasting matte. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
And it's only $3. You said.
Yep, it was maybe it was maybe 6, 7, 8 maybe, but it was, you know,
Yeah.
it was definitely affordable. It was different.
Affordable makeup.
It wasn't this.
Yeah.
It was
But close to it, and
yeah.
more than half of the price. Like, that's a
Mhm.
good option too. I love drugstore makeup. It's so affordable. It's the
And
best.
I think to your point, right, as far as experimenting and playing and finding out what you like, I think the drugstore makeup is a good way to go,
Yeah.
right, to start. And then once you identify that color, then you like, all right, this is going to be a mainstay.
Yeah.
Then you go and you splurge.
I think it's good to do a test run with drugstore products,
Hmm.
100% until you find what you like you said, and then you
Hmm.
can, like you said, invest in those
Yes,
expensive
yes,
luxury products that you're going to be using on a daily or on occasion or whatever you prefer. But
yeah.
definitely, like if you're just playing with makeup and just diving into it, drugstore is a great place to start. 100%.
Hmm. Hmm. I love it. I love it. Tell me this, as far as recommendations for people, Christmas is 2 weeks away. If they want to give a gift to somebody, what do you think as far as makeup is concerned? What would you recommend?
The best thing to gift someone for Christmas would be makeup because everyone loves makeup, right?
Mhm.
Gucci makeup's where it's at, right? We have those great lipsticks. The mattes are beautiful. We have an
Mhm.
amazing shade range for our foundation as well. But foundation might be a little bit tricky, so I would stick to blushes, bronzer,
Okay.
and lipsticks for gifts or
Okay.
mascara. Things that you don't have to shade match for. Things that you can off
Mhm.
the top of your head pick out for someone. A nice luxury lipstick is something that someone can have for as long as they want, and it's so beautiful.
Mhm.
Look at the packaging.
Mhm. It's
I think
gorgeous.
it's a very nice Christmas gift.
Mhm.
Lipsticks are so nice. The detail, so
Yeah.
pretty, and
Yeah.
you're getting someone something luxurious that they're gonna enjoy.
Mhm.
So the lipsticks are beautiful. The mattes are nice as well. I love their blushes. Their blushes
Mhm.
are amazing. We're also having a holiday trio set for lips, and it's 3 shades of red. So if you're like contemplating what shade of red to get someone, we have
Mhm.
the Gucci trio lip, where it's
Okay.
3 shades of reds. There's like an orange tinted one. There's a true red, so that that person can play around and pick whatever they like and gift the
Yeah.
others or whatever. And they're limited edition packaging, so it's like a holiday packaging. It's really pretty, the pattern of the
I'm
lipstick, and
sure.
they're minis, so they're nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's really good. I know someone last year had gotten me the
the guest lip, that's a nice one.
right,
Yeah,
and so same
that's so
thing.
pretty. That's a lot. Those are nice lip colors.
Aren't they good?
Yeah,
And they're mattes and glosses.
yeah.
And so, but that same trying to figure out which ones. And then, like I said, I'm good for blending. So I will get these,
To use.
yeah,
Yeah,
and create my own blends. Now,
yeah,
I don't know if I can duplicate it,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it works for me. I will definitely experiment and mix and match and try to get whatever I'm wearing to. And it's so funny. One time I did it, and then one of my girlfriends showed up, and she had on the color, like she had a tube of what I had created with like two or three different things. I was like, oh, I could have just got the
I could have just bought that one instead of spending 30 minutes in front of my mirror testing out all blending it. But that's the fun of it, right? You can buy that easy option and use that one shade, or you can have
right,
a blast and do it all on your own.
exactly. So there's options for everyone.
She must have been cracking up like,
She was laughing.
girl, you spent it like 30 minutes. Here you go. Have it. I don't want it. Take
And
it.
that's exactly
You
what
need it
she
more than
did.
you need it more than I do.
And you know what's funny? It was the
And
Rihanna.
Fenty.
Yes, it was
So
the Fenty
pretty.
one.
I
Yes.
love her glosses.
Yeah.
They're so
So
nice.
good. That's what this
Great
is.
gift. Great gift too for a holiday season.
Mhm.
Shimmery, fun shades. She has a
Mhm.
couple great ones. They're so beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm even thinking, potentially even a gift card for a
And a
specific
gift card.
brand,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah,
somebody would be able to try a brand that normally they wouldn't, like you're saying,
yeah,
as far as Gucci, right? That's a luxury one.
yeah.
Somebody might say, well, I never would have thought to get it. And this way they can pick
Go in the
out your
store and
own.
pick out themselves. You're right.
That's
That's a
right.
great idea. I think a gift card is very easy. Not easy, but easy for them too, to just have the fun and freedom of picking what.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you so much for joining us
I
tonight.
had so much fun. Thank you so
I'm
much for having
glad.
me.
Oh, you're
Come
welcome.
back
And
to New York City.
yes, I'll have to come back. I was just thinking, I said, boy, you get to see everything on Fifth Avenue with the fashion and the people and the colors
It's
and
not as glamorous as you think it is. Trust me.
I can imagine. We can talk offline about it. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But no, it is beautiful, especially in the holiday season, all
Mhm.
the decorations and lights. It's so,
Yeah.
so cute. Yeah.
Yeah. And that Saks display right now is so
So
incredible.
cute. Yeah.
Oh man, what is it? The wheel of something. Wheel of
Yeah.
fortune, I think it
Yeah.
is. No, I'm making up stuff now. Something
No, I saw it.
wheel of green, something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's so pretty.
it's gorgeous. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous. All right. So, well, you'll join us another time. So we'll talk.
Absolutely.
Thank
100%.
you. I'm
Yeah.
so glad. I'm so glad.
Me
All
too.
right, y'all. Well, happy holidays. I'll be popping up and doing other shows. I have some authors coming on later on this week and next week. And then Ed and I will be on doing Stronger Together. So if you haven't subscribed to Ask Dr. Walls 525, be sure to do so. Also, definitely please hit the replay on this one, share it with people. You know, some people need some makeup tips, so be sure to send it to them. And we can all be practicing over the holidays. And then one day, maybe we'll have to have a flowering fashionista get together where we
Yes.
all come. Okay. Look, Reem's like, yeah. I was like, okay. Look.
I'm all for it.
All right, y'all. So until we meet again, as always, God bless and continue to live your greatest life. See you soon. And happy holidays.